degree 7. Minus 1 degree 7.
Yeah, it's better for you to start with AMC 8.
Okay.
Yeah, you better start with AMC 8 because that is hard. And if you can pass that and then attend AMC 10, so I think you will be fine for that Euclid. That will be super easy.
You get over 50%, right?
You know, like 50% for which one?
AMC
AMC A. And then you have AMC B, right? Yeah, you have AMC B. So every time, if you pass AMC A, you will be admitted to the next round, which is AMC B. Yeah. And also, if you pass the AMC, you have because you two, you are girls, right? There's a math prize for girls. Like that is a super hard one. Just for girls.
Okay.
So you can attend that if you're good enough. Yeah, but that is really that is super hard. So I'll just give you an example for like function maybe because I don't expect you will interact with me, but just some basic like function thing, like solve equation. A squared plus, what is what is that? That is a triangle. That is a right triangle, right? You want to like solve something about right triangle because I also have that geometry thing. Do you know how to solve it? Yeah? Yes? No? Yeah? Well, what is the first step?
Open up the exponent thingy on the right, like 10 squared.
So firstly, I think I need to move all the variables to one side and all the constant numbers to the other side, right? That's how you solve an equation, right? So it should be, right? And then maybe something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how many solutions do you expect? How many solutions do you think it will have?
At least one.
At least one, yeah, of course. And what is that one? So let's say there's one that is pretty obvious, right? 10, right? What about the other one?
Can I guess?
Guess? So let's say if I convert it to, I don't know, like if I convert it to, or if I convert it, like say, sorry. If I convert it to this one, so obviously, if this part equals to 0, that will be one solution, right? Because all of it will be just be 0, right? The other solution is if this one equals to 1, what will be the result? Times 1, right? It always holds, right? Right? If this part equals to 1, this equation always holds, right? So the other solution will just be a plus 10 equals to 1, which means a equals to -9, right? That's the other solution, right? Yeah? Okay, so this is easier one. So I'll give you a harder one. Okay, so the second one. So remember how I solved that one, okay? Because the second one will be related to that. Is that solve equation? For this one, you also need to move something, right? You need to move maybe the square thing to one side, and like this looks like the constant thing to the other side, right? That's how I did it for the first one, right? Remember? Okay, you are too young, yeah. I understand, right? So for this one, what I did for the last question is right? That is what I expect you to know if you are in grade 11 or grade 12, right? So for this one, firstly, I say A and B, they're not equal, right? So the solution will be this term equals to 1, right? Right? I just put this constant as a random variable for the second one, right? That is the logic you use to solve like Euclid all the like full solution questions. Because like the first one will be the easiest one with numbers, the second one will be more abstract, and the third one like will just be harder. We'll see. Okay. That will be the second one, right? Yeah. They have kind of a relation, right? Yeah. And the third one is super hard? No? Yeah? At least you can like, you know what is this equation, right? Yeah? Yeah, you're going to attend grade 9, right? Okay, so yeah. I think at least you need to think about like this part, and this part. Right? Because basically there are 3 different equations with the same pattern, right? So let's see. For the first part, it will be look familiar?
Yeah.
Exactly the same thing for this one, right? Right? Yeah. So if I use the other 2, I can easily write it as maybe, right? I can get at least this set of equations, right? Yeah. It will be a set, and all the solutions will be, for this one, it will be A equals to C, or A plus C equals to 1. Similar, A equals to B, or A plus B equals to 1. This one is a B equals to C, or same thing, B plus C equals to 1, right? Right? And then the first solution will be A equals to B equals to C, right? If A equals to B equals to C, this big equation must hold, right? That is one possible solution. The other one is if A equals to B, so I know this part holds, right? And if A plus C equals to 1, which also means B plus C equals to 1, right? If A plus C equals to 1 and A equals to B, so B plus C must equals to 1, right? Yeah. So this part holds, and this part holds. All these 3 equations holds the big thing. Makes sense, right? And also I can write similar thing for this solution. A equals to C, or B equals to C. For this one, A plus B equals to 1, and for this one, B plus A equals to 1. Same thing, right? So basically I have this set of solutions with like 4 possibilities, right? That's yeah, that is a COMC question, which is also like a contest in Canada. This is not that hard, right? If you're in grade 11 or 12, I promise it won't be that hard, right? You need to see the logic between these like questions, right? Okay, so this is an example for functions. Also, like I can give you an example for geometry.
Is it hard?
You want a hard one or an easy one?
No.
You can choose. I can like yeah. You can choose.
Hard.
Who say hard?
It's hard. Okay, for you guys, it's hard.
You want a hard one?
Yes.
You want a hard one, right?
Will you give us a diagram or do we have to draw it ourselves?
You want me to give you a diagram? It's fine. I can give you a diagram. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's have a let's have a hard one. Maybe a hard one for you, but not that hard for you. Okay? Yeah. Because
Do we have time to solve it?
of course you have. You can solve it on board if you want. Show your work.
No, we did on the last step.
Okay. So.
Exterior angles?
A, B, C, D, and E. I think this should, like, you can solve it for like students at your grade. I think so. So find the sum.
It's 360.
360. How you solve it?
I just know it.
You know it?
Yeah.
You don't want to prove it?
I can try.
You can try to prove it.
I
Yeah.
will fail.
No, you won't. Like,
Prove it.
yeah. But I think you're basically right. Yeah.
I just know it equals 360. That's all I know.
So try to.
If you try all shapes, it will work.
Hmm?
If you try all shapes, it will work. With 360.
You mean if I draw a super regular thing? I don't know. I will try to draw a super regular thing. Is that? Looks like it is, right?
That's so regular.
And you need to get the angle of each one?
No, okay.
Hmm?
Wait, oh wait, I think I might know how to do it. Might.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you kind of, so you say that.
I'll call this point A. I'll call this point B, C, D, E. So you can just tell me like which point you
So,
need.
like, if you say it's an n-gon, like, you know the sum of the interior angles
Yeah,
is
the sum of
180
this interior is.
180 bracket n minus 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is correct. And then.
The exterior angle is going to be like that like over n, and then you subtract it from 180. I don't know. Wait, and then
So you know the sum of the inner angles, right? This thing will be this. We use this formula for this thing, right? And then, what is the next step? So this is the first step, right? What is the second step? And then?
you say, okay, I'm so awesome. Like.
So what is the sum for
you say
this
that's
big
180,
angle? Yeah,
So then.
it's like 180
Take
times n.
180 and subtract that.
Subtract what we get from the
180
first step, right?
And that, and then you open up the bracket.
Yeah.
180 and minus 180 and minus 360.
Which
And
equals to
then
360,
that's
right?
360.
So you use a. Right? And then it will be like 360, right?
Did they actually give you one?
Not that hard, right? Not that hard, right? This is